Gets tough, and how many thanks to Mark Carrington for putting that one together.
His dad
incidentally.
doesn't work in props neither.
Doesn't he?
No.
Oh, I know the name.
He's
anyway,
a floor manager or something, someone said.
7 Sport proudly presents this morning's World of Sport replay.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to this morning's edition of World of Sport Replay. As Sandy and KB mentioned, a big day of sport here on 7 today. Hope you can stay with us right through until 2 o'clock. And of course, this afternoon, the big match from the SCG between the Sydney Swans and Fitzroy. On World of Sport Replay this morning, we'll be taking a look at racing yesterday from Moonee Valley as Wayne's wristwatch goes off. And also we have greyhound racing and harness racing from last night at the Valley. But first of all, I think we'll give Wayne time to adjust his watch and take a look at the Tats Lotto numbers last night. Draw number 507, Division 1 prize pool $1.489 million. Numbers were 1, 5, 11, 15, 17 and 32, with the supplementary numbers 25 and 29. In Super 66, over $461,000 in the pool, and the numbers there were 9, 3, 2, 9, 3 and 0. Tats Lotto and Super 66 as drawn here on 7 last night. Well, we'll take this break and then be back to take a look at yesterday's big program of racing at Moonee Valley. And a very big card at Moonee Valley with capacity fields the order of the day right throughout the program. And the first event was the hurdle over 3,000 metres. Punters had a fair bit of trouble trying to sort out a favourite here. Eventually it was 4-1 the field. Equal favourites were Savant and Red Henry, and your commentator is the accurate one, Bill Collins.
And the lights on and away they go. Caught them in a pretty good line too. Blue Otway's dropped out early, and so has See Me Rock and Fiery Boys last. And Red Henry jumped the first like a stag and led clearly over it. From Lieutenant Flynn moving up to be second. Savant is there too, and Lapsang moving up in between them. They're followed by Junior's Boy going quickly around the outside over the next with Howdy Stranger. 2 lengths to See Me Rock dropping back into the field now, and they were followed then by Arlington Road. Malabard and Norfolk Tiger are back next, and they were followed then by Mamunda, and about 2 lengths to Blue Otway and Fiery Boy. Lieutenant Flynn is in front, coming to the one at the 600 the first time. Jumped it well, and so did Red Henry, a length behind him. 2 lengths to Howdy Stranger, 2.5 Junior's Boy. 1 to Lapsang and Norfolk Tiger getting close around the outside. 1.5 See Me Rock as they went over the next one, and they were followed by Savant, 2 or 3 lengths further back in the field. Then at the head of the others, Arlington Road. Next is Blue Otway, Malabard, Fiery Boy and Manunda last. Round the turn the first time, and Red Henry has jumped beautifully, and he wants to race, of course. He's used to races about half this distance, and he's gone to the lead and pulling a little. 1.5 Lieutenant Flynn, a length Howdy Stranger. Junior's Boy dropped in on the rails fourth, and they were followed then back behind them Lapsang and Norfolk Tiger. Red Henry made a mighty leap at the one in the straight. Led 2 lengths Lieutenant Flynn. 2.5 Junior's Boy moving up on the inside of Howdy Stranger, followed then by Lapsang. Norfolk Tiger got in onto the fence, and there 4 lengths to See Me Rock. Blue Otway next is Savant, followed further back Arlington Road. On the outside, Fiery Boy from Malabard and Manunda last. 1,600 out, Red Henry in front. Harnett's got him travelling well. 1.5 lengths Lieutenant Flynn, the Taswegian going all right. Junior's Boy pulled to the outside to have a crack at this leader, and so has Howdy Stranger. And Junior's Boy jumped up and headed off Red Henry at the first of that double, and going to the second of the double. Junior's Boy about a neck in front of Howdy Stranger. A length to Red Henry on the rails now, third from Norfolk Tiger. Lieutenant Flynn got shuffled back on the rails, and then See Me Rock and pulled to the outside as Fiery Boy making a strong run. Blue Otway further back. Savant is well back in the field. Coming towards the 1,000-metre jump, and here Howdy Stranger, Junior's Boy, about a length to Red Henry. They were followed by Norfolk Tiger moving up quickly on the outside with Lapsang. Fiery Boy out very wide, and then See Me Rock, Lieutenant Flynn. Next is Blue Otway. Savant is being hard ridden at the head of the others from Malabard. Going to the 800 corner now, Howdy Stranger the outside, and Junior's Boy is now under the whip. 1.5 lengths Red Henry is still going all right in third placing. They were followed by Norfolk Tiger, hard ridden, and behind them See Me Rock and Lapsang. Coming up to the third last now. Oh, Junior's Boy nearly fell. And Howdy Stranger got a half in front. On the outside, Norfolk Tiger coming at the leader and getting right up inside the three of them. At the second last is Red Henry, a line of 4 over it, and Red Henry's jumped up to join the lead. Red Henry, Junior's Boy, the leaders. Now, from in third place is dropping out of it, Howdy Stranger. Norfolk Tiger's gone, and now Savant pulled out wide with a late run. On the turn one to jump, Red Henry on the rails and Junior's Boy together. Harnett has a peep across. Norfolk Tiger trying to get out. Wider out is Savant. Junior's Boy a neck in front coming to the last. Savant's going to be a danger with Norfolk Tiger. Red Henry's gone. Junior's Boy just led at the last. Savant out wide and Norfolk Tiger grabbing. Savant's coming home a bit the better. It's a bumping finish. Savant got a head in front and wins. About a head to Norfolk Tiger, a head to Junior's Boy third, fourth Blue Otway. They were followed then by See Me Rock and Howdy Stranger. Next Menunda. Red Henry absolutely walked the last 50 or 60 metres. Then Malabard followed by Lapsang, Fiery Boy. A long way back is Arlington Road. And there's one disappeared, I think it was Menunda.
And an absolute thriller in the first event, the hurdle. Savant 4-1 equal favourite, getting up in the last few hops to beat Norfolk Tiger at 9s, Junior's Boy 14s, and Red Henry, the favourite, got very tired and placed at 4-1 equal. In the second, the Gowrie Handicap First Division over 1200, the favourite here, Harbour Island, at 11-4.
Trouble out wide, apparently. Racing now. Caught them pretty well too. Missenden Jet again came out well. On the inside, Fluster's going fast, and so too is Cliquette towards them early. Flying Sun out wide on the track, and Crest of Casitas getting up along the inside with Brendan's Girl. Now Harbour Island gets a split to move up to be about fifth, settling down, and Be Delighted behind that. Followed by Tristanella and then Compassive Red Net. Elegance is back second last early in the race, and Lawrence Bell last. By the 600 now, and the leader is going up quickly. Flying Sun out wide to join Flustered, and in the centre, Missenden Jet. A length to Cliquette, a length further back then came Harbour Island, hard ridden, and they were followed then by Brendan's Girl. Tristanella commencing a long run from the rear, and a long gap to Lower Elegance under the whip from Red Net and Crest of Casitas. As they went by the 400, Missenden Jet's turned it up and Flustered on the inside the leader, with on the outside going out after it very strongly now with a good run around the field. As Missenden Jet pulls out now is Tristanella as they turn for home. Flying Sun's battling on well, but Flustered kicked clear of Flying Sun, Missenden Jet. Here's Lower Elegance from last with a flashing run, and then Harbour Island. Lower Elegance coming from last has gathered them up in a stride in the straight, and a mighty performance. Lower Elegance racing away now from Flustered, and Lower Elegance wins by 2.5 lengths to Flustered. Missenden Jet third. Fourth, Tristanella just in front of Flying Sun and Harbour Island. Then came Brendan's Girl, Cliquette, followed by Compassive, Lawrence Bell. Further back in the field is Red Net, Crest of Casitas, and last home is Be Delighted.
Big run by Lower Elegance at 9-2, coming from last to beat Flustered 7s, Missenden Jet coming again at 3s, Harbour Island, the favourite, unplaced 11-4. In the Inverness Handicap, the third over 2,600 metres, a pretty ordinary field, but Lalos was the popular pick at 13-4.
In the stalls, and away they go at the first attempt, and Ski Boots began quite well. Aquastar knuckled a little and dropped out to last early, and the steeplechaser Magic Paul going very fast out wide leads them as they settle down from Angus Air Babaccio. Ski Boots over on the rails, and Laylos well placed. Cadelia trapped very wide. Challaware in the middle of a squeeze there with Cameo Bay Brinkworth. A length to Hotspur Lass, 1.5 Beatrice Lavette. She's got some behind her today. 2 lengths to Aquastar, and then Tide Master and Manship at the rear. On the turn the first time, and Magic Paul bowls along a length Babaccio and a half to Ski Boots up on the rails third, a length to Angus Air. Laylos on the rails fifth. Cameo Bay trapped out wide because he's pulling hard, and then Hotspur Lass easing away from the fence. Beatrice Lavette's run up into the middle of the field, a length to Challaware Aquastar, a length Cadelia Brinkworth, then Manship, and last Tide Master. At the judge, a lap out, and Magic Paul in front, about a length Babaccio. Ski Boots in the box seat, and then Angus Air 3 deep. 4 wide Cameo Bay, and Hotspur Lass trying to get ground in between them. 1 to Laylos the fence, a length and a half Beatrice Lavette and Challaware, 2 to Aquastar, 2 Cadelia, and then came Brinkworth. With it is Manship, and a length and a half away last Tide Master. At the 1400, the leader Magic Paul, 1 to Babaccio and Cameo Bay out 3 deep. On the rails, Ski Boots, a length to Angus Air, a length Laylos and Hotspur Lass together from Beatless Levet on the inside. Brinkworth moving forward 3 deep. Chelaware the centre. A length Aqua Star. 2 lengths to Cordelia and Tide Master and Manship on the inside. Round the 1200 turn and Magic Paul a little over a length to Babaccio being hard ridden now. Cameo Bay still off the track. Ski Boots on the rails 4th. A length Angus Air and a length to Laylos going all right. Tracking Ski Boots. Wonder Hotspur Lass. Brinkworth making some ground from Beatless Levet tucked in on the rails. There followed a length to Chelaware and then Aqua Star on the outside. Tide Master, Wonder Manship and Cordelia last 10 off the lead. 800 out round this corner. Magic Paul a half length clear now. In second place in Cameo Bay and Ski Boots off the rails goes up quickly. Laylos sticking to the fence a length and a half away. Beatrice Levet is just behind it and then Brinkworth out wide from Angus Air. Tide Master making a bit of a run from Hotspur Lass. Laylos got right up on the fence. At the 600 Cameo Bay took the lead but Laylos got up on the rails and the kid had a look across, grinned and said fancy that. Laylos dashed to the lead from Cameo Bay. Ski Boots. Aqua Star looked to danger from Beatrice Levet trying to get a run then Magic Paul. But Laylos came to the turn doing it well. A length in front as they swing for home from Aqua Star. He's getting anxious now. And then came Beatrice Levet Paul to the outside. He had to go for the whip on Laylos. Aqua Star collared it quickly from Beatrice Levet and Ski Boots. Aqua Star took the lead, 100 to go from Laylos and they're clear of Beatrice Levet and Ski Boots. And Aqua Star is going to plod on and beat Laylos about a half length. Third is Beatrice Levet from Ski Boots and then Brinkworth, Hotspur Lass, Cameo Bay. Next Tide Master. Well back is Manship with Magic Paul, Chelaware. 15 lengths then to Angus Air, followed by Cordelia and Babaccio last.
Well, a pretty ordinary affair, but Aqua Star quite a good win at 8-1 from Laylos at 13-4 and favourite Beatrice Levet third at 13-2. The Victorian Steeple was the 4th race on the card, 3600 the journey, and the favourite here Contract at 2-1.
And they're racing. Good even start too as they head down towards the first obstacle. Transgender and Rhythmic showing good speed and Remy Martin being hard ridden to be with the leaders from Applejack Rabbit. Here's the first now and they're over it with Transgender and Rhythmic together, about 2.5 lengths. Remy Martin, Applejack Rabbit and Contract on the outside of that pair. 2 to Sing for Supper, a length French Veneer and last is Battle So Big. 2 laps of the track, 16 fences to jump and Transgender the leader with Rhythmic on his inside a half length away and they're only cantering. A length and a half Remy Martin. Contract caught 3 deep on the rails Applejack Rabbit, a length and a half further back then French Veneer, Sing for Supper and Battle So Big. The treble down the side the first time. Transgender's going to jump about the outside panel of it, I'd say. He's over it, didn't jump it well. On the inside, Rhythmic just the leader as they go to the second of them now. And Rhythmic led a length to Transgender. Applejack Rabbit fenced nicely on the inside in 3rd placing. 4th, Remy Martin. Contract took a long time to get over those fences. He's 5th. Then came Sing for Supper, 3 to French Veneer and 4 to Battle So Big. Round the 1200 corner, Rhythmic in front. They're going at hunting pace. The rider of Applejack Rabbit up in the irons. The horse has got its head up in the air too, wanting to go faster, coming to the double at the 1000. Rhythmic led a length and a half Transgender to it. 2 lengths away then came Remy Martin and Applejack Rabbit. Contract again jumped poorly as they go to the second of this double now. Then about 3 lengths Sing for Supper, 2 to French Veneer and 3 away Battle So Big. Rhythmic the leader round the turn at the 800. 2.5 to Applejack Rabbit, who's got his head up, the boy fighting with him to try and settle him down. Transgender the outside, a length away Remy Martin, 2.5 to Contract. Then 2 as they go to the next fence to French Veneer, moving around Sing for Supper and Battle So Big 6 away. They come up by the 500 metre mark the first time. The next fence coming up, the 8th actually. And the leader Rhythmic about a length to Transgender. 1 now to Applejack Rabbit, who's settled a little better on the inside. 2 to Sing for Supper, who jumped past Remy Martin and Contract. A length French Veneer. And Battle So Big can't get near them as they enter the straight, having completed a lap. 9 fences to jump, heading up towards the one in the straight again. The first 7 horses fairly compact. Rhythmic about a length to Transgender, a length and a half Applejack Rabbit. Remy Martin, French Veneer's moved up 3 deep. They've gone so slowly, almost up to the leaders. And behind them, Sing for Supper and Contract as they go over the one in the straight and Battle So Big last. Rhythmic led now with a lap and 8 fences to go. A length to Applejack Rabbit, seeing a bit of daylight now and is moving up closer to the leader. This pushes Transgender 3 deep. Sing for Supper getting a lovely rails run, has gone up to be 4th. Then Remy Martin, 2 lengths to Contract and French Veneer and about 6 to Battle So Big. Down the hill to the treble down the side again, and Rhythmic about a length in front, and they've really gone at a hunting pace in this. He's about a length clear of Applejack Rabbit, and Sing for Supper getting right up on the fence. He's had a marvellous run, almost joining the leaders as they went over that one. 2 lengths Trans Yonder, with it Remy Martin, another 2 to Contract, and then about 6 to French Veneer and Battle So Big. The last of the treble, Rhythmic hanging out badly. The leader over it from Applejack Rabbit, they're out very wide. 2 to Sing for Supper on the rails, 2 away Remy Martin, 3 to Trans Yonder, a length to Contract. Trans Yonder's gone, I think, and a long gap French Veneer and Battle So Big. Heading to the 1,000 and the double here, and Applejack Rabbit given his head a shot to the lead. Raced out about 2.5 in front of this double. Over it safely from Rhythmic. 2 to Remy Martin and Sing for Supper. 5 or 6 lengths to Contract over the second of the double, and they were followed then by Trans Yonder. 800 to go, and Applejack Rabbit, the South Australians, got away about 6 in front, going like a winner at this stage. Remy Martin looked the only danger, running up the second. Rhythmic is tiring, and then Sing for Supper, and 4 to Contract has done nothing. Over the third last now, and Applejack Rabbit jumped it clearly, about 5 lengths to Remy Martin, 2 to Rhythmic, 3 to Sing for Supper, and 3 to Contract. But here they come to the second last at the 400. Applejack Rabbit draws to it 6 in front of Remy Martin. Over it safely from Remy Martin. Oh, he nearly went at it. Then Rhythmic, followed by Sing for Supper and a gap to Contract. But Applejack Rabbit, 400 to go, 1 fence to jump. A good 6 or 7 in front from Remy Martin, and then came Rhythmic, next Sing for Supper, and Contract struggling. But Applejack Rabbit turned home about 4 in front. He's got the whip out, giving it a wave as they come to the last. Remy Martin is making good ground on him. Here's the last. Applejack Rabbit about 2 in front as he draws to it. He's over it safely. Remy Martin crashed through it again, and Applejack Rabbit will beat Remy Martin. Contract's finishing fast out wide to tackle Rhythmic for third placing, but Applejack Rabbit's won at a length and a half to Remy Martin. 6 lengths away third, Rhythmic. Contract, a shocking run for the favourite fourth. Just behind it, Sing for Supper. 15 lengths to French Veneer, Trans Yonder, and Battle So Big Luck.
Applejack Rabbit scoring an easy win at 7-2 in the Steeple from Remy Martin 5s, Rhythmic 11-2, Contract the favourite unplaced at 2s. In race 5, the country trainers played. It was 4-1 the field. Equal favourites Queen's Lunch and Malaga Don.
Ready, racing. They've all jumped away pretty well. Queen's Lunch and Straight Grey the best out from Rossi Boy, and Warreen began nicely from Timid Miss Bold Buster. Then Malaga Don, Bogan Lord, Ripper's Dream. Next round the outside of them goes Sailing Orders with Ballycarney. Here's a toff next from Fiery Winella, second last, and Round Tripper last. 2 greys in front at the first corner. Straight Grey a length and a half to Queen's Lunch. 2 lengths to Bold Buster, and Warreen up handy today. 1.5 Malaga Don on the inside, followed closely by Rossi Boy over on its outside. They were followed then about a length and a half further back by Sailing Orders over on the outside. Timid Miss in that pack from Bogan Lord. Then Ballycarney, and a length further back, here's a top from Ripper's Dream, Fiery Winella, and 6 lengths away Round Tripper. At the 900, and the leader Straight Grey under restraint. He wants to go faster. Warreen's gone up to be second, pull to the outside of him now from on the outside Bold Buster. Here's a toff taking off from the rear with Timid Miss. 2 lengths away Queen's Lunch, who badly needs a run from Sailing Orders. Fiery Winella to the outside from Rossi Boy, and then Ballycarney. 4 in line at the 600 now. Straight Grey on the inside of Warreen, who looks to be going better, and Bold Buster. Fiery Winella looking the big danger out wide. Queen's Lunch is gone, and Rossi Boy looking for a run. On the turn, 400 out, and Bold Buster the outside. Fiery Winella and Straight Grey in line. A length to, as they swing around the corner, Rossi Boy. Straight Grey, Bold Buster, Warreen, and now Fiery Winella let goes, coming at them quickly on the outside. She's gobbled them up, Fiery Winella. Rossi Boy getting out, coming with a late run. Fiery Winella clear. Oh, does she love a little bit of mud, this one? Fiery Winella goes down to the line to score by a length and a half. Second, Rossi Boy. Sailing Orders flashed up for third in front of Warreen, Queen's Lunch. Then Bold Buster. Here's a toff, Ballycarney. Straight Grey stopped badly over the last 100 metres from Timid Miss. Bogan Lord a long way back. Malaga Don never in the race. I don't know what happened to him. He's finished about second last, was never sighted. And one of the last home in the field is Round Tripper with Ripper's Dream.
Revelling in the conditions, Fiery Winella 13-2, Rossi Boy 16s, Sailing Orders 15s, and the equal favourites unplaced Queen's Lunch and Malaga Don. In race 6, the TAB Silver Anniversary Handicap over 1,000 metres. A good field of sprinters here, in the favourite Orlandi Star at 9-4.
Racing. Jumped well. Testimony is the first to show out. Astolfina and Orlandi Star away well, and Cadivian going up on the fence from West Mayo, then Skiing. Mum's Pride next from Race Home at Asher Star, and further back then is Dynasty Prince, followed by Cardinals Fury, and tailed off Jamaica Inn. At the 700, Testimony and Nectar Cadivian. The rails a length, Astolfina and Orlandi Star outside at 2 to West Mayo, Asher Star and Skiing. Then 2 to Mum's Pride, Dynasty Prince, Race Home, and 2 to Cardinals Fury. Testimony led at the 500, a half Cadivian, a half length further back Orlandi Star. Astolfina's gone. West Mayo starting to run on. Then Mum's Pride and Asher Star to the outside from Dynasty Prince. Testimony led on the corner by a length and travelling okay too from Orlandi Star. West Mayo out wide looked the only other danger, and then Cadivian and Mum's Pride, Asher Star. But Testimony bolted away in the straight, led 2 lengths halfway down the straight and has it won from Orlandi Star and West Mayo. And Testimony kept going, scores by more than 2 lengths. Second Orlandi Star, half a length to West Mayo third, then Asher Star, Mum's Pride, Dynasty Prince, Cardinals Fury. Further back Cadivian, Race Home, and then Skiing, Jamaica Inn, and Astolfina last.
Another winner to Lenny Morn. Testimony 4's Orlandi Star, 9 to 4 in favourite, and West Mayo 11 to 2. Second division of the Gowrie Handicap was the third leg of the quaddie, and the favourite here Unequivocal at 9 to 4.
To go. They're racing. And Heroic Poetess began well with Endowed on the outside, and Pretty Plume and Silver Satellite showing speed with Send Me an Angel. Laureline is over side of those horses, and Unequivocal further back. Settling down into stride at the 1,000 now, and Pretty Plume a half length, Send Me an Angel, and Heroic Poetess 3 deep. Out 4 deep is Endowed. They were followed then by Laureline on the inside. Morel and Find a Star is there also. Now Unequivocal's got back to about 3rd or 4th last at this stage, with Lady Lamart, Silver Satellite in the middle of the field, and then came Unimpaired, Feather the Nest, and last is Yellow High. Pretty Plume in front up by the 600, a neck to Send Me an Angel. Heroic Poetess 3 deep. Endowed's had no luck, it's been 4 wide all the way. Find Me a Star is next from Morel, and they've got away from Unequivocal under the whip, making some ground with Silver Satellite. On the turn into the straight, Pretty Plume joined by Endowed the outside, and Send Me an Angel. The 3 of them in line. Endowed looks to be going better, and they're nicely clear of Morel out after them from Silver Satellite. Send Me an Angel and Endowed took the lead. Endowed in front on the outside from Send Me an Angel. Morel starting to come home well. Send Me an Angel and Endowed. Send Me an Angel fighting back on the inside. Drew level with Endowed near the line. They're going to it together. They're laying on one another. Send Me, oh! Endowed's won it. A nostril to Send Me an Angel. 4 lengths away third is Morel, followed then by Silver Satellite, Find a Star. Next is Laureline. Further back in the field then at the head of the others, Heroic Poetess, Pretty Plume stopped to a walk from Unequivocal, a shocker today. Then Feather the Nest, Lady Lamart, and last home in the field is Unimpaired. No, there's one still coming, Yellow High.
Protest second against the winner dismissed, and Endowed kept the race at 6 to 1 from Send Me an Angel 3's, Morel 10's, and Unequivocal the favourite ran 5th at 9 to 4. The Arundel Handicap was the last leg of the quadrella and second leg of the double race 8, and Alternate the favourite here at 7 to 2.
Away they go. Caught them in a good even line. Gold Consul's away well with Lost Art and Bright Scholar, and also Glenn Morrison from Alternate. Then came Affected, wider out as Solar Aspect from Gay Tulip, Yarra Gambler. Next is Share the Feeling, wider out Sir Quest, and also Flounder Bay Trap very deep. Royal Saga and I'm a Guy are last at the first corner. Solar Aspect careered to the lead about 3 in front round that turn now from Alternate and Bright Scholar. The leader steadies. Affected trapped 3 deep, and they were followed 4 or 5 wide by Sir Quest, and wider out again on the outside of them is Flounder Bay. Next, Bright Scholar from Lost Art going through in the centre. Share the Feeling, Glen Morrison, Greek Note, then Gay Tulip. Royal Saga and Gold Consuls well back from I'm a Guy, and Yarra Gambler whipped them in. Round the 800 corner they race now, and this one Affected on the outside going up to join the leader, and Affected took over from Solar Aspect a long way from home. A length further back is Alternate, followed by Sir Quest. Flounder Bay off the track. Here's Share the Feeling letting go with a big run, and so is Gay Tulip, and they were followed further back by Royal Saga. Lost Art going backwards, and Greek Note trying to push up on the fence. At the 400 near the turn, Affected a half to Share the Feeling with Gay Tulip coming at them. Alternates under the whip. Royal Saga with a strong run from Solar Aspect. Nothing else can win, headed by Greek Note. On the corner now, and Share the Feeling had raced a length in front of Affected. Gay Tulip and Royal Saga to the outside from Alternate, but Share the Feeling, it shot 3 in front as they turned for home from Gay Tulip, Affected, Royal Saga, and then came Alternate. But Share the Feeling well clear, 100 to go, is going to bolt in. Share the Feeling goes down to win by about 2.5 lengths from Gay Tulip. Third, Royal Saga from Alternate Affected, then Gold Console's Greek Note. Next, Solar Aspect, Yarra Gambler, about 6 lengths to Flounder Bay, I'm a Guy. Then Glen Morriston, Sir Quest, Wellback Bright Scholar, and Lost Art has finished a long last.
Share the feeling at 10-1. Quite a comfortable winner in the second leg of the double from Gay Tulip at 6s, Royal Saga 12s, Alternate the favourite unplaced at 7-2. In the final event on the card, Maya Koi, the popular pick at 15-4.
Racing. Bronze Splendor missed it by 2 lengths. Surikay first out with Sabanella. Then Emma Green looking for the lead from Mockapan and Mrs. Mannering, and then came Perfect Polly and Valley Grove, the Rails High Blossom. Hippity Hop booted along's gone up quickly towards the leaders early from Dunwoody and My Yakoi, Patience Reward, Santa Orient and Bronze Splendor. Round the turn near the 1200, Emma Green got to the lead, a half to Surikay, the Rails. A length further back in third placing is Hippity Hop on the outside of Sabanella. A length Valley Grove, the Rails from Mockapan, 1 to Don Woody, Perfect Polly, a length and a half Bronze Splendor. They were followed by Mrs. Mannering moving forward, and then came High Blossom 2 to Santa Orient. My Yakoi's dropped out 2 away second last, and Patience Reward last. Emma Green in front at the 800 corner, a length to Sabanella. Surikay losing ground, Hippity Hop up third on the outside. They were followed by Valley Grove, Dunwoody out 3 deep from Mockapan. Mrs. Mannering pulled to the outside. Bronze Splendor under the whip next, and they were followed further back by Santa Orient. My Yakoi hard ridden still back second last. As they came to the 500 now, Emma Green a half, Sabanella and Hippity Hop. Here comes Mrs. Mannering on the outside with a very fast run. Then Dunwoody, a length and a half, High Blossom running on from Santa Orient, and then Mockapan and My Yakoi making ground, but too far back. I think Mrs. Mannering careered to the lead on the corner. From Emma Green out wider on the track, Dunwoody is battling on, and then Sabanella. Further back in the field, High Blossom and My Yakoi, but Mrs. Mannering turned a length in front. Dunwoody the outside, My Yakoi starting to fly, but it'll be all too late. Mrs. Mannering in front, Emma Green and Dunwoody trying to get to it, and out wide My Yakoi is flying. Oh, Emma Green and Mrs. Mannering are dead heat. Close to third, My Yakoi or Dunwoody. They're followed by Perfect Polly and Hippity Hop, Sabanella. Further back in the field then is Mockapan from Santa Orient, High Blossom, Patience Reward, Bronze Splendor. Surikay back second last, and Valley Grove is last.
Some sort of finish in the final event. Emma Green at 6-1, a short half head over Mrs. Mannering at 7-1, and a head away third Dunwoody at 10's the favourite My Yakoi close up at 15-4. The doubles yesterday. Extra double in Melbourne, 2 and 7, 32.50. Daily double 1 and 10, 50.85, and the quadrella 7, 1, 6 and 9, 2020.60. In Sydney, the extra 8 and 6, 28.90. Daily double 5 and 16, 234.35. In Adelaide, the extra 2 and 7, 18.30. Daily double 1 and 9, 33.20. Big meeting in Brisbane, the daily double 11 and 13, 83.40. Yesterday at Bendigo, the extra 4 and 2, 12.20. Daily double 7 and 4, 8.20, and the quadrella 7, 4, 4 and 2, $119.50. That was racing at Moonee Valley yesterday, as you saw it on Grandstand yesterday afternoon. Here on 7, back with the greyhound racing highlights from this week after this break.